Okay, so I'm moving on to number 3 on this class test. Number 3. We have been given the equation 3x plus 4y equals 24. I want to solve for the x-intercept and graph it. So I'm going to solve, and I'm going to do both at the same time, x and y axis. Graph both.
Emily Larrabee to the office, please. Emily Larrabee to the office.
So for part A and B, I'm going to solve, and for solving for the x-intercept, I set the 3x equal to 24. That would solve x equals 8. So my point of the x-intercept would be 8, 0. Graph that point. To find the y-intercept, I say that 4y is equal to 24. Solve for y and I get 6. So the y-intercept would be at 0, 6. Graph that point. Draw the line in between. It should look like that. And what I see is it should have a slope of down 6 over 8. So slope should be m equals negative 6 over 8. And that simplifies into negative 3 over 4. And I know what my y-intercept is. So my b is equal to 6. So now I'm going to check it, because I have to put it in slope-intercept form. So part C asks for slope-intercept form. I need the original equation in y equals mx plus b. I think I know my m and I think I know my b, but I'm going to check it. So if I started with 3x plus 4y equals 24, what happens is that I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides to get the x terms on the left side. This cancels, and I still have 4y equals 24 minus 3x. Now, I like to have my x term first, so I'm going to switch the order of these two, just so I have my x term and then my constant. So it's really 4y equals negative 3x plus 24. Then I have to get rid of the 4 in front of the y. It's being multiplied, so I'm going to divide everything by 4. And I got a slope of negative 3 over 4 and a y-intercept of 6. That's what I got up there, so I am correct. I'm going to do part D right next to it. I need the point slope form. Point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now, I know my slope is negative 3 over 4. And then I need a point that it crosses through. Well, I already solved 2 points. They're the x-intercept and the y-intercept. So I'm going to just choose one of them and go with it. I know it goes through 8, 0. So that's what I'm going to use for my x1 and y1 in this equation. So y minus whatever my y1 was equals m times x minus whatever x1 was. So y1 was 8. Excuse me, no, 0. My m is negative 3 over 4. And then x minus x1, which was 8. Whenever you have a 0, you don't even need it, so you can just call this y equals negative 3 over 4, x minus 8. Then I need the parallel line going through 1, 2. So part E asks for parallel. Going through 1, 2. And parallel, the slope would be the same, so m is still going to be negative 3 over 4. I have a slope, I have a point, I'm going to put it in point slope form. Slope, negative 3 over 4. Y1 was 2, X1 was 1, and I'm done. And then the last part was perpendicular. Going through 1, 2. Now my original slope was negative 3 over 4. Perpendicular to that is flip it and give me the opposite. So the opposite reciprocal would be a positive 4 over 3. That is my new slope. I have my slope. I have a point it goes through. This is my x1 and y1. I'm going to put it in point slope form. And that's it. So, what I know is I need to draw my parallel and also my perpendicular. My parallel goes through 1, 2. So I'm going to find that. Parallel should have the same slope, and which was slope of negative 3 over 4. So from that point 1, 2, I'm going to go down 3 over 4. That is another point that it goes through. Down 3 over 4. Same thing going the other way. And draw the line. Now I'm going to go yell at your classmates. Hang on.
Hey guys, it's the same thing every day. Leave. Get out of this hallway.
We got it.
Back to it. Now, I need a perpendicular line going through that same point. 1, 2. So, perpendicular had a slope of 4 over 3. That means from 1, 2, I'm going to go up 4 over 3. Up 4 over 3. And so forth. Draw the line. It should look perpendicular. 90-degree angle. Looks good to me. That is about all I have time for. So that is the end of the second part of this video. And that is it.